Thank you for coming. I'm so happy that Stephan do this discussion with me. The only problem is only since we have to do this in English. My English is not so good, but when something is not working, we will find a word that you will understand and follow.
How do you understand when we talk here in this?
Yes.
Okay. Cool. So where did you learn English then?
I'm never learned it. Actually, I was always very bad in the school.
You left school early.
Yes, but then I was going of a not so a good school, and I was studying because I grew up on the border to France. So French was the first language in the school, but actually I told I'm not good in the school. And then the second language was Latin, and then comes, but I was not good in the school. And then comes English, but then I was falling off from the school and going off another school, and then I have to repeat English, but my mother was saying, no, it's better don't do this because you're already not so good in the school. Better you're doing drawing then. And drawing was working well, and so I missed English. But French was my only language. Latin was I was not good in the school, and then but then with this time I speak more and more English.
And in art, it's
but
English.
But actually very wrong.
And art is English, no?
Art is. Now in the art it's everything possible, and that's a good thing, and then you can speak also English without speaking English, and it's a good field to move in.
I think we're gonna just sit here, and if we don't know what to say, we're gonna listen to music.
That was the idea.
The plan.
Let's start with the song, maybe.
Let's start with the song. Your song, we choose the chairs, not we, the gallery. Thank you very much. Choose white and black chairs. I think in chess, you're better than me in chess, it's white that begins.
Yes, I was bringing this record with me first because we was saying we do it with records, because it's very nice. Then we was thinking about to do it with cassettes.
That's me.
Then I was thinking maybe it's a little bit too much. But now I have this record with me. And
which piece?
I will play the last song from the second side, because it's also a song that's in the show. When you continue the labyrinth, the way, first you have the white painting without any songs.
Should we quickly go with everybody? That could be fun.
No,
especially on the camera.
everybody moved already to get here.
Okay, that's good.
And maybe you can go later or you remember, but it doesn't matter. The idea was that here it's the end point of the exhibition when you go in that way. And another way is it's the starting point. And it's also good that we do this here, because I was doing also one painting with the end and the starting tapes, and that hangs very close to the song. And let's play it.
Let's play it.
Please.
Ça va le volume? Vous avez soif? Can I show you something, Gregor?
With pleasure.
Yeah, interrupt us if you're not okay or if you think it's too slow what we do, okay? Did you see this?
Fuck it all. It's written here. And Indigo LP. And
That's
then
hard,
the
isn't it?
number.
But you know about this, that artists write a lot of stuff here and nobody looks at it?
You told me this because I was so thankful that you was giving me your record, that I can publishing it for my catalog cover. So my last book cover, it's a record by Stephan Eicher. And I'm so very proud of it. I have your record for the catalog
Yes.
with me.
Aha, we can
And we can
destroy
hear it
we can destroy the catalog.
and we can hear it in a good quality.
I have the good and the bad quality here. I think so. If
Maybe first the
wait,
better.
Sure, yeah. I was really proud to do this. So I have maybe to explain that I have more friends in art than in music, or even writers I know better. And I grew up with artists more or less in Zurich. And when you asked me to do this, I was like, wow, now I... and I have to say also, I'm in a fight with my record company. So when you ask me, do you have an album? I just recorded one. They had made me problems to release it like I wanted, and I said, take it, print it. And I think for my lawyer, it's a huge problem. The catalog, if you buy it, you make me huge problems. But that's what I really like about you. Have some nice problems. That's really a pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Whatever you need, call me. Maybe you have a question for me.
Or maybe we play another song.
Hey, great idea.
That will be good, maybe.
I play you a surprise song.
Please.
A song who links you to Paris, to my dream to have revenge on this town. Because I'm sitting here because I wanted revenge.
Revenge.
Revenge? I was like, yeah.
It's revanche.
Revanche, peut-être en français, ouais. Because I was bad in school like you. I was worse, maybe. I left school with 16, you?
No, I was never leaving the school because
You didn't found the
no,
la sortie?
my parents then in Germany is it like this, when you want to study art you didn't have to finish the school.
How old were you? They're really curious about this.
Where I was leaving the school I was 19.
19, that's old.
19. It was very old. And I was already in a kind of a part of the institution because it was a school that finished after the 12th class. Normally, it's for the baccalaureate you need 13 class.
Okay.
And was only the bac for one direction, and it was the school for art and design direction. And I want I was already in the wish to studying art right now, but my parents were saying, no, first you have to finish, especially this not so good school, and then you can do whatever you want, but first you have to finish this. and then it's need 1 year more again, and then I finished it, and then I was studying in art, and my professor was Friedemann Hahn. He was asking me, that you have a baccalaureate. I say, no, I have only in the one direction, and he was saying, that's good. I have also not doing this, so you can studying at my class. When you survive the test, and that was working then on the second time. So finally, you didn't need this. But you, what was your way then?
My way was, I was really bad, but very good in mathematics, bizarre. Yeah. So they had always the dream that I will finish something, but I couldn't stand it anymore. So they put me, my parents, au revoir, merci. My parents were very nice to me. They put me into a private school in the mountains called École d'Humanité, a little bit like the Odenwaldschule or Summerhill School for difficult children. And that was, I just stayed 1 year, but that really opened me. So I started to draw. There was theater, there was music, there was a lot of things. And what I'm gonna play you was, I had an affair with the art teacher, and I was smoking. Both was forbidden in the school. Yes, so it was winter, so the art teacher, who was smoking too, and me, we went to the near village, was called Meiringen. Everybody knows Meiringen, Sherlock Holmes, where he died. No? Did he die?
I didn't know it.
Rosalauifelle, well, that's the place. And it was very cold, it was winter, and there was a church. Somebody was rehearsing the organ. And I heard this, and it was the first time that music really, don't know how to say that. Also, talking about music is like dancing architecture. You know this phrase?
Okay.
But this moment in this church where this person around midnight rehearsed, and the piece he played, that just changed me totally. I was other person. And I used the piece we're gonna listen in one of my albums on Engelberg, where I made a mashup with this piece and Hank Williams. But I just played the original piece. It's from Johann Sebastian Bach, whatever that is.
Sounds German.
In music, really, this piece, and again, I'm there, and everything becomes clear. I have to stop school. I have to try to figure this out. Was in art there a moment like, for me, this music, where you went like, wow? Or an artist, or a theme?
No, for me it was, I want to feed my ego in a way, because the ego was very bad from the school. So I need to do something that I have to be proud of myself. And then I was starting to painting, and then I changing also the friends around me. So that was all other guys that was interested by lyrics, interested by music, interested by paintings, and it was a little bit the kind of Lebensgefühl.
Voila.
Like in a book what I reading in that time, it's called Kleine Titanen. It's written by Nescio. Little Titans, and it's not a famous book, but it's telling about it's based in the 20s, and it's a stories about some young guys that wanted to be artists, but you never know. But it was full of hope, and in that time it was also full of hope in my life, because when you are young you are still full of hope, because it can go in different ways. So so that was then the way to start.
But where are we? We're in Berlin already, or are you still in?
No, it was in Saarbrücken where I grew up.
Didn't you grow up in a place called Hofbad vor der Höhe or something like that?
Yeah, I only born there.
But what's the name of this town? Because that's another parallel to my life, who will make you all blush. Tell. What's the name of this?
I'm born in Bad Homburg vor der Höhe.
Bad Homburg vor der Höhe. I'm born in München Buchsee. Do you see the parallel here?
Yes, exactly.
And München Buchsee, who is the birthplace of Paul Klee. You didn't know that. I told you.
You told me that he was in the Paul Klee school.
I was in my school, was Paul Klee's home. And you know, what's the name of the place you born?
Bad Homburg vor der Höhe.
Because I always thought you from Berlin.
No.
Look at you.
I grew up Saarbrücken. Then I was moving to Mayence for studying. Only 3 years. Then my daughter born, and before she born, my girlfriend in that time moved pregnant to Berlin. So then my child is born in Berlin, and there was clear, so I have to move as well to Berlin, and then I was followed. And we can play the last song. Let's do this.
Perfekt.
Vielen, vielen Dank.
Vielen, vielen Dank, mein Lieber, das war toll. That's good.